I am Ashwini Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Babu Banarsidass University, Lucknow. Earlier we have studied about the JFET, that is Junction Field Effect Transistor. In this session we are going to discuss about the MOSFETs, that is Metal Oxide Semiconductor Field Effect Transistor. So let us begin with the MOSFET. Metal Oxide Semiconductor Field Effect Transistor, that is MOSFET. The Metal Oxide Semiconductor Field Effect Transistor, abbreviated as MOSFET, is another semiconductor device like BJT and FET, which can also be used as an amplifier or as a switch. Like FET, MOSFET is also a three-terminal device. These three terminals are drain, source and gate. Out of these three terminals, gate terminal acts as a controlling terminal. The MOSFETs, compared to BJT, can be made very small and hence can be used to design high density VLSI circuits. The MOSFET has no PN junctions. Instead, the gate of the MOSFET is insulated from the channel by a very thin layer of silicon dioxide. Due to this, the input resistance of MOSFETs are very high. Because of the insulated gate MOSFET, it is also referred to as insulated gate field effect transistor, that is IGFET. Depending on construction and mode of operation, MOSFETs are classified into two types, that is depletion MOSFET, that is DMOSFET, and second is the enhancement MOSFET, that is the EMOSFET. Now we will start with the depletion type MOSFET. First we will discuss about the construction of the N-channel depletion MOSFET construction. The basic construction of the N-channel depletion type MOSFET is given in the figure. A slab of P-type material is formed from a silicon base. That is, this whole slab is first taken as a P-type, and this is referred to as substrate. It is the foundation upon which the device is constructed. In many cases, the substrate is internally connected to the source terminal. However, many devices provide an additional terminal called SS, resulting in 4-terminal device, as shown in this figure. The source and drain terminal are connected through metallic contacts to N-doped regions, which is linked by N-channel, as shown in this figure. That is, this is the drain terminal and this is the source terminal, and these two terminals are connected with N-doped regions through a metallic contact, and these two N-doped regions are connected by this N-channel. The gate is also connected to the metal contact surface. Then we see this gate is also connected to the metal contact surface, but this gate remains insulated from the N-channel by a very thin layer of silicon dioxide, that is SiO2. Here we see that gate is also connected with this metal surface, but gate and this channel N are insulated by this silicon dioxide layer. But in this case, in case of drain is directly connected to the N. Here silicon dioxide is not coming in midway between drain, and due to Si2 layer, it is clear that there is no direct electrical contact between the gate terminal and the channel of MOSFET. It is the insulating layer of silicon dioxide in the MOSFET construction that accounts for the very desirable high input impedance of the device. The very high input impedance continues to fully support the fact that the gate current Ig is essentially 0 amperes for DC bias configuration. It means no current will flow through this terminal. That is IC will be equal to 0 ampere. Now we will discuss about the basic operations and characteristics of the D MOSFET. Operation of D MOSFET depends on the voltage which is applied between gate and source, that is between this gate and source, that is VGS. Operation of D MOSFET can be explained in the following 3 steps. In the first case, we will consider VGS is equal to 0 volt and some positive VDS is applied. And second case, we will take VGS negative, and in third, we will take VGS positive values. Now let us start with the first case, that is VGS equal to 0. VGS equal to 0 means we are applying a short circuit between gate and source. Here we see that gate and source are directly connected with each other, that is VGS is equal to 0. The gate to source voltage is set to 0 volts by the direct connection from the gate terminal to the source terminal, and the voltage VDS is applied across the drain to source terminal, that is between drain and source a voltage of VDS is applied. Therefore, free electrons of the N channel are attracted toward the positive terminal of the battery, because in N type free electrons are present, so they will start moving in the direction of plus terminal. Therefore, free electrons of the N channel are attracted toward the positive terminal of the battery, and we say a current similar to that established through the channel of JFET. In fact, the resulting current with VGS equal to 0 continues to be labeled as IDSS as shown in the figure. Now let us the second case, when VGS is set negative voltages, that is VGS is less than 0 volt. In the figure, the VGS has been set to a negative voltage of -1 volt. Here we see that between gate and source -1 volt is applied. What will happen? The negative potential at the gate will tend to pressure electrons toward the p-type substrate. Because VGS is negative, electron is also negative. So what will happen if we apply -1 volt? The electron will move in this direction. So depending on the magnitude of the negative bias by the VGS, level of recombination between electron and holes will occur, which will reduce the number of free electrons in channel available for conduction. Let us investigate this fact that when we apply a negative voltage, electron will move away, so number of electrons are decreased in the conduction path, and because this is the p-type slab, so number of holes will also be present and holes will be attracted in this direction. So electrons and holes, they will recombine with each other, and therefore further decrement of number of electrons in this channel. The more negative the bias, the higher the rate of recombination, because if we apply more negative bias, more number of holes will be attracted in this direction, so more recombination will result, so more number of electrons will be reduced. First take about this figure. When VGS equals to 0, we are getting the current that is equal to IDSS. The resulting level of drain current ID is therefore reduced with increasing negative bias of VGS as shown in the figure for VGS equal to -1 volt, -2 volt, -3 volt and so on until pinch of voltage of -6 volt, and at pinch of drain current ID will be equal to 0 ampere. It is very clear from the figure that from VGS equals to 0, the current is labeled as IDSS, and as we keep on increasing the bias in negative direction, that is First we set VGS equals to minus 1 volt, current is reduced, and minus 2, current is again reduced. So here we notice that as we keep on decreasing the VGS, the current getting reduced continuously until the voltage reaches to the minus 6 volt. In this case, ID becomes 0. Now come to the third case in which VGS is set to positive voltage. What will happen if we set VGS positive? In this figure, if we set VGS as positive voltage, it means a positive voltage is applied between gate and source. Then what will happen? Because now plus voltage is applied, that is positive voltage is applied. So what will happen? Electrons that are present in this p-type, they will be attracted in this region, and holes, those that are present in this channel, will move away in this direction. The result is that recombination is decreasing and number of electrons are increasing in the channel. It means because on applying the positive voltages, the number of free electrons are increasing in the channel. So we say that ID will increase. So here we see that on applying the positive VGS, means here we applied VGS equals to plus 1 volt. As we have just discussed, that number of free electrons will be increasing. So here we notice that current is increased. For positive values of VGS, the positive gate will draw additional electrons from the P substrate, establish new carriers through the collision resulting between accelerating particles, and this increased number of electron increases the drain current ID. It is clear from this figure. As the application of positive gate source voltage VGS has enhanced the level of free carriers in the channel compared to that of encountered with VGS is equal to 0 volt. For this reason, the region of positive gate to source voltage on the drain or transfer characteristics is referred to as enhancement region. This region will be called as enhancement region, because in this region voltage VGS is positive. We see here in this region VGS is positive, and here we can see that VGS is positive. So this region will be called as enhancement region. This region will be called as enhancement region. And the region between cutoff and saturation level of IDSS is referred to as depletion region. Means this region, this is the cutoff region and this is the saturation region. This region is called as depletion region. Here we see that VGS is negative. So region of negative VGS will be called as, so this portion is called as depletion mode. One point may be noted here is that Shockley's equation is still applicable to D MOSFET. These are the symbols for D MOSFET. This is the drain terminal, this is the gate, and this will be the source. So this is the N channel D MOSFET, and this will be the P channel D MOSFET. Now come to the second category of MOSFET, that is enhancement type MOSFET. Let us start with the enhancement MOSFET construction. Enhancement MOSFET construction. The basic construction of the N-channel enhancement type MOSFET is shown in the figure. A slab of P-type material is formed from silicon base and referred to as substrate. When this P slab is taken, this will be called as substrate. It is the foundation upon which whole device is constructed. As with depletion MOSFET, the substrate is sometimes connected to the source terminal, while in other cases a fourth lead is made available for external control of its positive label. Two heavily doped N-type regions are diffused into the substrate. These two heavily doped N-type regions are diffused into the P-type substrate. Drain and source terminals are again connected through metallic contacts to N-doped regions. as shown in the figure. This drain terminal is again connected to n-doped region through this metallic contact. They are directly connected, and source is also directly connected to the n-doped region through metallic contact. And again, gate is also connected with the metallic surface, but again gate is insulated from the p-type substrate by this silicon dioxide layer. Here one important point that is to be noted here is that there is no channel present between two n-doped regions. Here we see that no channel is present. This is the primary difference between the construction of depletion type and enhancement type MOSFET. In D-type MOSFET, channel was present, but in enhancement type MOSFET, no channel is present. Silicon dioxide layer is still present to isolate gate from P substrate. Gate is again isolated from P substrate by this silicon dioxide layer. In summary, the construction of enhancement MOSFET is quite similar to that of depletion MOSFET, except for the absence of channel between the drain and source terminals. In between drain and source, a channel is absent. Now we will discuss about the basic operations and characteristics of operation of e-MOSFET. Depends on the voltage which is applied between gate and source, that is VGS. The operation of e-MOSFET can be explained in following steps. VGS equals to 0 and some positive VDS is applied, and second case VGS is set to negative, and third VGS is set to some positive voltage. Let us take the first case when we are going to apply VGS equals to 0 volt and some positive VDS is applied. If we set VGS equals to 0, means if we directly connect this gate to this source, it means now VGS is equal to 0 volt and a voltage VDS is applied between gate and source. Then will there be any current flowing between drain and source terminal? Can we expect any current between drain and source? But answer is no, because there is no channel existing between drain and source. Between drain and source there is no path, no channel, no conducting path is available. Here we notice that this is quite different from the D-MOSFET and JFET, where we get ID equal to IDSS when VGS was set to 0. But in case of e-MOSFET, there will be no current. Now we will set VGS less than 0. That is, VGS is less than 0 and some positive VDS is applied. Suppose now we are going to apply minus 1 volt between gate and source. Minus 1 volt between gate and source. And some positive VDS is applied between drain and source. Then in this case, will there be any current flowing between drain and source terminal? The answer is again no, because still there is no channel present between drain and source. So again drain current will be 0. In fact, in enhancement type MOSFET, this mode is never applied, because when VGS is less than 0, there can never be any current. So we never apply VGS less than 0 in case of N-channel enhancement MOSFET. Now come to the last case, that is the VGS. We are going to set some positive voltage. So VGS is greater than 0 and some positive VDS is applied. In this case, let us investigate what will happen if we apply positive VGS between gate and source. Now let us investigate what will happen if positive VGS is applied. Then will there be any current flowing between drain and source terminal? Will this help in any channel formation between drain and source? Answer is yes, Let us investigate. As shown in the figure, when a positive VGS is applied between gate and source, a channel is induced near the surface of SiO2 layer. Here you see this channel is induced, or we see that this channel is formed. The positive potential will pressure the holes to move away to P substrate along the edge of SiO2 layer. Here we see if some holes were present, they will be now move in this direction. So there is a region which is now depleted of holes. Also the electrons, those will be the minority carriers in P substrate, are attracted to the positive gate. P type, some electrons will be there, but because this is the plus voltage, so these electrons are now moving in this direction. They are moving in this direction. So these electrons are getting accumulated near the SiO2 layer, near the edge of SiO2 layer between these two endo regions. Also the electrons in P substrate are attracted to the positive gate and accumulate in the region near the surface of SiO2 layer. So here we notice that channel, that is a conducting path, starts to form between drain and source. Between drain and source terminal, we are now seeing that a channel start forming. SiO2 layer prevents these electrons for being absorbed by the positive gate. Because gate is positive, so electron may go in this direction, but this is the SiO2 layer which prevents these electrons from being absorbed in the plus gate. Now as VGS is increased further, concentration of electrons near the SiO2 layer increases. This concentration of electrons will again increases until eventually this induced N channel can support a measurable flow of current between drain and source. This level of gate to source voltage that leads to the significant flow of current is referred to as threshold voltage Vt. As VGS is increased beyond the threshold level, more number of free electrons are accumulated, resulting in increased level of drain current ID. If we hold VGS constant and increase the level of VDS, the drain current will eventually reach the saturation level, as occurred for JFET and the MOSFET. This leveling of ID is due to pinching of process, which results due to narrowing of the N channel due to the increased reverse biasing. Because in N type we are applying plus voltage VDS, this will be VDS. Because we are increasing the VDS, so reverse biasing is increasing, so this channel getting reduced or narrower. So this leveling of ID is due to the pinching of process, which results due to narrowing of the N channel due to increased reverse biasing. Now come to drain characteristics of enhancement MOSFET. Above figure shows the drain characteristics of N channel E MOSFET. It can be observed that VDS saturation is increased as VGS is increased. Here we see that until VGS approaches to 2 volt, that is when VGS becomes VT, then a current starts to flow, and as we increase the VGS, the current starts increasing. And now suppose VGS is held at plus 7 volt, and then we start increasing the VDS, then what is happening? Current starts increasing, and at some point it becomes constant. Also drain current ID is 0 for VGS is less than VT. Here we notice that when VGS is just 2 volt, the current is very less or is just forming the current. But when VGS is less than 2 volt, there will not be any current. For voltage greater than threshold voltage, the drain current is given by ID is equal to K VGS minus VT whole square, where K is constant.